Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. The main question, guys, why did I start weightlifting after training bodyweight exercises for almost all my life? Now here's the thing, guys. I've always lifted weights, just not as much as doing the bodyweight exercises. So I'm not an amateur in the gym. I know my ways. I know how to use the weights to my advantage. So I've always trained the gym, and there are reasons why I like the gym more than calisthenics. However, in my opinion, calisthenics, bodyweight exercises is, in my opinion, the absolutely best way to start training, especially for the younger people. When starting out your fitness journey, start out with bodyweight exercises. That's what I've always said. That's the healthiest way, the less prone to injury, and etc. So the reason why I like the gym more, isolation, guys. When training calisthenics, it's pretty difficult to isolate muscle groups. You know, let's say you want to do chest training. Well, let's say you can do wide push-ups. It's a good start, right? But here you're using maybe a tiny bit more of your front delts and triceps, but the main part working out is your chest. However, when comparing that to the exercise in the gym, you can do flies, for example. And here I can relax my triceps. Sure, the front delts are working a bit, almost the same amount as doing the wide push-ups, but I can relax my tricep and I can focus more on my chest, right? So isolation is a big factor why I like training the gym. And then another thing is, when training calisthenics, let's say you're training for planche, it's a really good way to improve, to progress fast, is using dumbbells to do your planche presses, and laying on your back and doing the planche presses, standing up the weights in front of you like this, working on your front delts, and it isolates more. I like it, it helps you achieve the planche faster. And this is just one example of many good things. Legs. Training in the gym, using weights, it's much easier to train your legs, especially your calves. That's a big reason to why I train in the gym as well, trying to fix my chicken legs. I've always said that calisthenics gets you an aesthetic build. The way your muscles connect to the different nodes. You just look like an athlete. You get that shredded cut build, and that's kind of hard to achieve in the gym, because you get more like, it's harder. It's definitely possible, but it's harder because when you isolate your muscles, you'll lean more towards looking like a bodybuilder, who's training in the gym and who's a calisthenics athlete, the way the body is built. Especially gymnasts, you can definitely see who's a gymnast. They usually have like hanging long arms. Not just that, but it's a lot of factors that comes in, but I can see that difference. In my opinion, calisthenics is the way to go, but combining that with weightlifting, it's a shutdown. That's the absolutely best way, in my opinion, to train, to gain incredible strength. One thing I like about calisthenics is that the conversion to anything else, any other sport, is incredible. Let's say you're a calisthenics athlete and you've trained planche for 5 years. Let's say you're doing Maltese holds and planche presses and whatnot, and then you go to the bench press, and let's say you've never benched before. You can easily bench like 100, 110, 120 kgs. For me, example, I've never trained bench before. Sure, I've tried it a couple of times, but not consistently, I tried it out. I was pretty impressed with the results. Like, I was weighing, last time I maxed out, I was weighing around 60 kg, and I did 2 reps on 100. The thing is, I've never trained it, and the conversion rate is crazy. It's out of this world. So, but then if you take someone who's only trained bench press and only trained the gym and ask the person to do a planche, zero. It's not possible. Unless you're Larry Wheels. That guy's a monster. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to drop a like, share it, and stay tuned for that private Discord, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Creating something big here. Alright guys, bye.